Welcome to another weekly vlog. I'm so messy. You know what? What's wrong with me? Okay, second time lucky. It's just everywhere now. It's on the desk. Me and drinks just can't be trusted. I'm like a child. I've just got my matcha and I thought I'd just say hi. Welcome to another weekly vlog. I'm about to go to Margate today, actually. I'm in Margate so much this week, so I stopped driving, but I'm about to go to Margate to meet a friend. We're going to do some lunch, and then there's a ceramics market, so I thought it'd just be like a nice Sunday activity thing to do. It's gone really cold again, so I'm going to be wrapped up in my big coat. I've got this denim cord on from H&M, which I actually got. I think I got it like last September, so I'll show you that in full. But it's really cool, and I haven't worn it in so long, but I'm glad to be getting it out today. Sorry, it feels a bit wet and it's really like distracting me. Yeah, so I think I've got quite a busy week doing things. Like I'm getting my eyebrows done tomorrow, which I'm just super excited about because I feel like it makes such a difference. I've got my book club on Wednesday, which I've just finished a book called Cursed Bread, and I got through it really quickly. I don't even know whether I liked it because it was quite weird and it was kind of a thriller, so not the kind of thing that I would normally read, but so I'm fussing because I feel like I look a bit weird in this camera. Yeah, I finished all my A Court of Thorns and Roses. I finished the series this week, so I think whatever book I read after that one was going to had so much to live up to that I was never gonna, it didn't really have a chance anyway. So I'm quite glad that I read something for book club and not something that I really was like desperate to read. It was interesting because I got through it quite quickly. I got through it in a day. I mean, it wasn't very long. It was like 150 pages, but it was interesting. But I was like, I don't know if I liked it. I don't know what happened really. The story was just so strange. It did remind me of one that I read for another book club actually this year called A Passing. It reminded me a little bit of that. You know what it is with these people that choose these book club books and they're always really dark. I quite like light things or a bit of fancy, you know. Sorry, that look at the ginger on matcha. This matcha's got pea flower in it, by the way, that's why it's blue. But I also mix it with like loads of other stuff because I'm like, you know, when you like trying to get all the health benefits into one thing. So it's got beetroot powder in there and it's got cinnamon and it's got ginger in there and the matcha, normal matcha, and then this mermaid matcha which has got blue pea flower in it. So it looks grey actually. It looks gross, but it tastes really nice. And I've got manuka honey in there as well. I guess I feel like I've been on, you know, you feel like you need a bit of a revamp of your life. You need to like get motivated again. Get out of a funk. I'm like trying to get out of a funk at the moment. Because to be honest, I've just been feeling really rubbish. My body dysmorphia is really difficult to manage at the moment, and I find it always plays up this time of year. I think because there's like a bit of seasonal affective disorder, and then also just being isolated during winter, so there's less excuses to go out, and then that, yeah, so I think it's just like, you know, like a perfect storm of things. So yeah, I'm just really struggling with that at the moment, and just feeling like I'm always trying to play detective to like work out what I actually look like, and if I've discovered I look how I didn't think I looked, then it'll really send me into like such big tears. Obviously in an ideal world, like it really doesn't matter what you look like anyway. Like why am I trying to why do I need to know? And I guess maybe it's like a sense of control, because to feel like if there's something wrong then I can like do something about it, maybe. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out, like why it even matters. And I know like I think there's a lot of pressure for everyone to look perfect all the time, and like with filters and stuff and the internet, it probably feeds into it all and makes it all worse. So there is that, but like for me, like why does it even matter? Like, and trying to let go of that and like let go of, maybe it is just like let go of the control of it, because like, I mean, we did a lot in therapy about like me feeling, just trying to feel perfect as I am. But yeah, just finding it really hard. I'm actually finding it hard to talk about it now, and I'm like, feel a bit emotional. so I might have to stop because I'm not going to cry on camera because that's embarrassing. Yeah, it's just really difficult, and it feels really difficult to do things and like go out and see people and do stuff, but then the less that I see people and do stuff, the less that I want to go out and do stuff. So it's just such a downward spiral with it, and I know I have to push myself and go and do things, but sometimes I'll be sat there with people and like the thoughts of like the areas that I'm focusing on are so, like, the thoughts are so loud, and I was meant to go to something last week and I just couldn't go because I was like, and it sounds ridiculous that I couldn't go because I just felt too horrible, but when you're in your head it just feels so real. It just feels like the end of the world. Yeah, I think it's funny because with things like this it's kind of as if people that don't understand it maybe feel like it's like a vanity thing, when it's like, it's not, you know, it's not really about that. So yeah, I find it hard to explain, but it's just tricky, and it's like hard to, I find it very hard to like, so I'll go from one extreme of either like constantly checking what I look like or avoiding it completely and not like wanting to face it and not looking. I think obviously this being my job and like hyper focusing on, like, I stare at my face a lot. I stare at myself a lot. And I probably see stuff that normal people don't see of themselves. As promised, here is my denim card in full with my ASOS brogues and then just an old beret. I can't remember where that's from. The ceramics market was in the Turner in Margate, which just has the most beautiful rooms, and I wanted to buy everything here. Everything was so lovely. The vintage market wasn't very good though, bit of a fail. I bought some tahini because we were missing that in our cupboard. We did our food shop in Aldi. We normally go to Sainsbury's, but we did in Aldi this week, and it's great apart from like you can't really get like anything like slightly strange. You can't really get in there. And I got some maca powder today from Margate. I went to the grain grocer. I miss that shop so much. It's a refillable shop. So I got some maca powder, which smells really caramelly because I saw someone put it in. I was watching a vlog and Madeline Olivia put it in a smoothie, so I want to try that. But sometimes I just have it like as a milky kind of malty kind of drink, but it's got like lots of health benefits, and sometimes put it with beetroot powder. I'm just making some food now, and there's this sandwich that I'm obsessed with from this place in Margate, and sometimes I like to try and recreate it at home. And I say try because I never nail it, but pop the roasted veg into the oven. So I've just done carrots and courgette, and then I've mixed a tahini and a harissa like sauce. Mix that together with a bit of olive oil as well to make it a bit thinner. So we're going to put that on some ciabatta. Margate was really nice. It was super windy today. But the ceramic market was lovely, but I wanted to buy everything, but I've got to buy a shower head, so I can't be buying ceramics and little things like that just yet when we need big things. So I'm going for this pink on the wall and then this pink on the floor, so it's going to be very tonal, and it's going to be everywhere. So it is quite a statement because our last bathroom is white, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. And sometimes I forget what this colour looks like, and then in my head I'm like, oh my god, it's going to be Barbie pink, but it's not. It's like a terracotta-y pink. I'm so excited to be going to bed. I'm not excited about taking my makeup off. It's not even late, but I'm just really feel super tired. You may or may not have noticed that I know in 2 weeks ago I think, I said that my brother was coming to do the wardrobes, and I was so excited about it, but then his carpenter got sick basically, so they couldn't come. So hopefully Good Friday is the day that the wardrobes will be done. Behind me. I'm about to get into bed now, so I tend to, when I get into bed, I tend to journal in the evening. I find it easier to do it in the evening because sometimes in the morning I'm like rushing to get to the gym or something, whereas generally in the evening I'm doing this, reading in the living room, and then, you know, my evening routine is it's been pretty consistent recently. So yeah, I'm gonna do some journaling now. So I do some journaling, so I like write down my thoughts, anything that I'm sort of thinking about during the day, and then I will write down a gratitude list. I do that every night. And then I also write some affirmations. And then I've started to do a dream diary, which is a really recent thing. I'm only like 3 mornings in, but in the morning I try to write down my dream because I listened to a podcast about it, and it's just basically saying that it's your subconscious. And yeah, I just want to see if like I can notice any patterns. I'm really intrigued to see what happens there and to see if I do notice anything. But yeah, I've been journaling, like sometimes I'll have like a month where I don't journal, but to be honest, in general, I've been journaling for like definitely since lockdown, so like since 2020. So like for a good 3 years I've been journaling, and I just find it so useful. I don't know what I'd do without it. I've just started Dolly Alderton's Good Material, which is really good. Good Material is really good. Yeah, it's really good so far. I put it on my Instagram, like which book I should read, and loads of people said this. So I'm just super excited to get into it. It's told from a male perspective, and he's going through a breakup. So this is like the kind of book that I would normally read. I would say this is like my kind of genre. But I finished the ACOTAR of Thorns and Roses, ACOTAR series last week. I was sad to have finished it, so I'm definitely going to read some more fantasy books. And I just really enjoyed the escapism, and just her storytelling is amazing. So she's got so many more books, and there's also a Fourth Wing series that I really want to read. So they're next on my list, but I have a couple that I've already got at home that I want to get through before I get any more books. So yeah, I'm gonna get into bed now. I'm gonna read this and hopefully get a really good night's sleep, ready for tomorrow. I just did a spin class in the gym, and I mean, obviously in the gym, where else would I be doing it? I haven't done a spin class in ages. I've only ever done like one here before, and I think that was before Christmas, and me and George did it together. And they always scare me a little bit, and I used to think that I would hate spin because I don't really like cycling, but they're actually so much fun, and you do work really hard. You work so much harder when you're in a class, what I do anyway. So I'm feeling good now after that. I had to bribe myself to go to the spin class with getting a pretzel from M&S afterwards. So that's what I've done. I'm like addicted to these at the moment. I love them. Are you meant to eat them plain? I mean, I just eat them plain. But are you meant to eat them plain? Do other people eat them plain? But it was really nice to have a shower and wash my hair, because I should have washed it yesterday really, but just because of I just wanted to wait till today, so that I could shower in the gym and not have to do it at our house in our horrible bathroom. So I'm feeling good for a Monday morning, you know. I'm feeling like I'm much more on track this week, which is so much better. Finally at my eyebrow appointment, I go to Hayley Newman. The salon is so beautiful, and I always just feel so relaxed there. I love it. Here's a side by side. The blue is the after. The whirlwind of a day. Next I met Sarah and Daisy in Margate to shoot some content together. Just in Margate with Daisy and Sarah shooting some content. We've come out quite late today. Because I had an appointment, but it's nice because it's super quiet, so we were able to get really good shots, and it's a Monday as well, so there's just no one around in the old town, and it kind of looks warmer than it actually is, so I mean, hence the puffer coat now. Here's a little behind the scenes of Daisy and Sarah. I was manning the bags at this point, which is a very important task. Here is my first outfit. I had lots of Suzanne looks to shoot today. So these trousers are from Suzanne, which are stunning. And then some of their really nice spring pieces, some of their spring tops. So I did 3 looks today, which was quite good because I normally do 2. I'm off to the gym. That was for 2, not peace sign. Day 2 of the gym. Day 2 of getting out of the funk. So we've been cooking good meals. We've been going to the gym. And the third thing that I need to do is clean the house a little bit, because I just noticed today I was making the bed and I was like, the floor is very dusty. So I need to give the house a bit of a clean rather than keeping it tidy. I need to actually make it clean. We did a bit of gardening and I polished the windows and stuff last week. So there's little bits, but yeah, I think it just needs a good hoover everywhere, to be honest. After the gym, we had to head to Margate as George had the dentist, so I thought I'd just come with him, and I fancied just working in a coffee shop for a little bit. He also very kindly took my outfit video for me, and we did a little bit of content. Then I headed to a new bakery, which was stunning. I think I've cracked it. It's a bit of a miracle. I think I'm wearing the right amount of clothes. I'm not too hot and I'm not too cold, which is nothing short of a miracle in this in-between phase, spring, summer, because we know how hard it can be to dress when the seasons are changing. So yeah, I've got a jumper on and a jacket and I'm feeling good, and a hat. I'm just walking back to the car now. I went to a bakery called Margate. I got George a hot cross bun from there because he's in the dentist, and I've been working in Curve for a little bit. I just did an hour in there editing some of the stuff from yesterday, and then I'm going to go back home and I'm going to carry on working.